What's up, YouTube? This is Cooking with Doug, and I'm back again with my Instant Pot Pro Plus. Today for you guys, we're going to make some easy chicken Alfredo. Now share this with your family and friends. We're putting Olive Garden on notice. This is going to be so simple, guys. So all we'll need, of course, is a box of fettuccine. I usually make a half of a box, but for this video I'm going to do a full box. So that's 1 pound of pasta. We'll need some whipping cream. That's 16 ounces. Of course we'll need some chicken, right? So I have some John Soul's pre-made chicken from the freezer. I cut it up and it's 2 cups worth. Let me show you the bag. I had grilled and rotisserie, but whatever chicken you have, if left over, it could be rotisserie from the night before, or you maybe had some chicken thighs and breasts and you took the skin off. You just need 2 cups of meat, guys. 2 cups. Of course, some garlic. Fresh garlic would be better, but that's fine. This is optional Italian seasoning. You don't have to use that, but I would recommend it. And we will need some Parmesan cheese and some butter. So we're going to cook the pasta first, guys, by itself. This is not going to be a 1-pot meal. I know there's recipes where it's 1 pot, but this is going to taste way better, way creamier, and that's what I'm going for. I'm willing to sacrifice, 1 extra step for it to taste restaurant quality. All right, so we're going to break in half this pasta and get it into the Instant Pot. I mean, like this. Just put it down, and we're going to make some designs here. And a box of this pasta is a lot, guys. So if you don't have a large audience, I strongly recommend half of a box. So we'll go the other way on this side. Okay, we got it all in there. Now we're just going to fill it up with water till it's just a little bit above the pasta. I'll show you. And this is what we're looking like. But you know what? There might be some newbies out there that are watching and you're like, Doug, I can't tell how much water you have in there, even though you're showing me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this out into a measuring cup so I know exactly how much water for a whole box of fettuccine that you'll need. I could just eye it at this point, but I understand. All right, hold on. 6 cups. So 6 cups of water or less. Well, 5 to 6 cups, but I would just do 6 cups. It might, because we're just going to drain this anyway, so it doesn't matter. So 6 cups of water. And of course, if you're doing half the box, just do half of what I'm. So if your pre-cooked chicken is frozen, you can throw it in there now. Throw it right on top of the water. Don't mix it. Don't do anything. Just throw it in there. But if it's not, you don't have to put it in there now, because when we make our Alfredo sauce, it will cook in the sauce. It'll be no problem, because that's going to take additional 4 to 5 minutes. So yeah. And that should be enough at high heat. I'm going to put a pinch of oil in there because I always used to see my mom do it. So that's just what I do. Shout out to Hazel one time. All right, guys, close it up. Now, guys, we're going to do this for 6 minutes and release right away. So pressure cook. I'm going to change it to 6 minutes. You can even do 5. 7 if you really want it soft, but again, we're going to be cooking this in the Alfredo sauce, so we don't want it too soft. So 6 minutes is perfect. Alright, so 1 on high pressure, everything looks good. I'm going to hit start. Now my Instant Pot is advanced, so it doesn't have a seal and vent valve. Now probably your pressure cooker has that, and it would be like right around here. Just make sure the arrow is pointing to seal, because we want to get it to pressure. If you put it on vent, then it can't get to pressure. So at this point, make sure your valve is on seal. Or guys, just upgrade to this pressure cooker, and that's one less thing you have to worry about. You'll have the best of the best. Link will be in the description. At this point, go ahead and get your colander out, because we'll need that to drain the pasta. And another reason why I suggest this particular pressure cooker to both newbies and experts is because when it's time to release the pressure, meaning you're changing the valve from seal to vent to release the pressure once the 6 minutes is done, or whatever the time frame you're pressure cooking whatever is in your pot. With this particular model, you don't have to do anything. It's going to release the pressure on its own, completely hands-free. So you don't even have to be in the kitchen. So like if you're a newbie and you're scared of all the steam coming out, which is no big deal, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to put my hand right over the valve where the steam comes out, and I'm going to show you. It's not going to burn my hand, just to show you, right? But if you're scared of that, you don't even have to be in the kitchen until you hear it all released. So that's another reason to get this machine. Okay guys, when it starts to sound like this, like a wind, that means it's about to come to pressure in like, I don't know, 1 to 3 minutes. And then when the wind stops, like you just heard, yeah, about 45 seconds to a minute, the timer will go off. And what I mean by timer, I meant the 6-minute countdown. We set it for 6 minutes. So when it fully comes to pressure, which should be any second now, you'll see 6 minutes, and it'll just start counting down to 0, and then it'll go to keep warm. Well, in this case, in our case, it will be releasing the pressure automatically and then going to keep warm. See? So the countdown just started. All right, so I'll be back in 6 minutes. So yet a third reason why you should get this pressure cooker, I'm sorry, I just can't help myself, is it has this guard where you release the pressure. It's like a plastic guard on there. I could actually take it off. And what that does is it prevents any type of splatter. And ironically, that's what happens when you cook pasta in your pressure cooker. It's going to get some like splatter. And sometimes you have to get like a paper towel and kind of put it over it, or you could just wipe it off of the top. You'll see like little white spots of splat. I don't know why that happens. It just happens with pasta. But with this machine, it prevents all of that, and you're going to see that in a second. All right, we are done. So like I said, for this machine, I don't have to do anything else. It's going to release the pressure all on its own. For you guys that don't have this machine, go ahead and remove it from seal to vent. See, if that guard wasn't there, see all that stuff? It would be splattering all over the top. Not a big deal, but now look. Oh, you can't see. I put my hand on it. I mean, it's hot, but it's not gonna like burn my hand. So nothing to fear. All right, guys, let's open it up. And there it is, guys. See, we have some water left over, but like I said, it doesn't matter because we're going to drain it out anyway. So 5 cups would have been fine too. All right, so let's drain it. But you know what? Just go with the 6 cups just to ensure that all the noodles are cooked evenly and all that good stuff, because we're draining it anyway. This pressure cooker has these rubber handles that makes it cool to the touch and easy to manage your pot, taking it out right after it pressure cooked, just like right now with ease. They have one on both sides, of course. And you're going to get a few that's stuck to the bottom. Just take a fork, metal fork, plastic fork. And I did say metal fork because your Instant Pot stainless steel inner pot is indestructible. I mean, this thing can take a beating. But I'm using a plastic fork, but I'm just saying. Okay, so you drained your pasta. We're not returning it to the pot yet. We're going to make our Alfredo sauce first. All right, so now we're going to put it on saute. High. Yep, is it on high? Yes, it is. So I'm going to hit start. Okay, guys, I'm going to pour in my pint or 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. If you're doing half the box, then you do 1 cup. But the whole box makes it easy because we're using the whole box. Use the whole box of fettuccine. Use the whole box of a pint of whipping cream. All right, so we got that in there. Now we're going to add our butter. Just a nice, healthy spoonful. Okay, let's add our garlic. I have garlic powder. Shout out to Sam's Club. I'm going to put 2 whopping big spoonfuls of garlic. powder. 1, 2. And the great thing about this, guys, we're going to taste it and see what we need. We may need some more salt. We may need some more whatever. So we're going to taste it in a few. This is optional, but I recommend it. Go ahead and add some Italian seasoning. Or you can add, if you don't have Italian, you can add complete seasoning as well. Smelling good already, guys. Okay, guys, when it starts to do that, start mixing. Start mixing. And all we're going to add at this point, we could actually turn it off. All we're going to add at this point is 2 cups of Parmesan cheese. Okay? So let me do that right now. Put that in there. Remember, 2 cups. Or as close to 2 cups as we can. And we're going to half that if you're half in the box, remember. So I'm going to mix that in, guys. And now we're going to put in our chicken. Right? Because we got to let that cook up a little bit. And then we're going to add our Alfredo. Our pasta. Our fettuccine. Alright, just dump it right in there. And you may have to kind of break it up a little bit because it's been sitting out for a while. So you kind of just make a circular motion and just break it all in there. So I gave it a taste. All I need to do is add some salt because I didn't even add any salt. So I'm going to add some salt now. And the great thing is it's salt to taste. So add, a little at a time and mix it up and taste. Right? So you can make it as salty or as not salty as you want. So I'm just going to give it a final mix. And we're good to go. And at this point, go ahead and put your garlic bread in your air fryer or your toast oven or wherever, however you put on your griddle for all I care. But yeah, go ahead and do your garlic bread at this point. Now I know this is too creamy for some of you guys, but it's perfect for me because I know when I go to Olive Garden, I say I need some extra Alfredo sauce, please. But right here, we don't need it. We are good to go. And by the way, guys, if you make this and it's, not saucy enough, then you can add some more heavy whipping cream. No worries. But this could be you. Turn on Kasori air fryer for 5 minutes at 400.
Air frying for 5 minutes at 400 degrees.
I'm doing my garlic bread, y'all. And this is the Kasori Dual Blaze, my favorite air fryer. Cooks from the top and bottom. Shout out to my viewers and subscribers that hit the like button way before my videos even finished. I appreciate that. You know what I'm about to say. This could be you. Alright guys, you saw the paper towel go up. That means it's time to eat, guys. And I am starving. Smells so good in this kitchen. It's going to smell good in yours because you're going to make this. You first. You got it? That is too good, guys. Creamy. It's just so good. The garlic, I can't even explain. Have a bite. Your family's gonna love it. Love it. So easy. This didn't cost you $16, $15, or $14, or $11. Well, that was absolutely fantastic, guys. I'm going to go ahead and leave myself a tip. Anyway, I'm going to leave what I did in the description so you can follow along. And whether you have an Instant Pot, or any pressure cooker. I'm talking about if you have a Ninja, if you have a Gourmet, if you have a Go Wise, if you have a Cook's Essential pressure cooker. As long as it plugs in, try this recipe out. You and your family will love it. I promise you. I promise. And I'll leave a link in the description to this pressure cooker because it's absolutely the bomb. And the Cosori air fryer if you are interested. Or you just might want to check it out. Just you might be curious. Alright? But that's all I got, man. Enjoy the rest of my evening. Hit like if you like it. Remember to subscribe. If anything, thanks for just even looking at my video, y'all. It's Cooking with Doug. I am out.